Well, okay, let's do it like this. How hungry am I? Well, what would you consider a 10 is about to starve to death. Within 2 hours of starving to death. Is a 0 full or is a 0 a little hungry? A 0 is full. So at what level of hunger do you start to feel the physical sensation of hunger? Because on the way from full to hungry, you pass, I could eat. So 5 is feeling the physical sensation of hunger. Then, to be honest with you, I think I'm a 6. I'm not going to put a fine point on. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I'm a 6. I'm slightly past feeling a little bit hungry, but certainly not at the point where I'm like, if the food doesn't come out soon, I'm going to have to leave the restaurant and go get food across the street. I think I got an idea of what I have to do here. Top 3 snacks in your pantry right now? Easy. Goldfish crackers, dried mango, Costco granola bars, box of sesame crackers we inherited from a picnic we went on with friends from my daughter's school. I don't know if I'm fumbling the social bag, but like we keep going to these picnics, and then at the end of the picnic, everyone tries to give away the food that they brought, and I just take it. Maybe they think I'm broke as fuck. I'm just realizing that I'm like I should. I always show up in my Timex with like some shit from my pantry for the picnic. Like I didn't go buy this shit at Whole Foods or something. I'll just be like, hey, my kid opened the goldfish crackers in the morning. You guys want to have some? Like some shit like that. They're like they gave me a full large pizza last time, man. That's sick. It's good not to waste food. I know, dude. That's why I'm like, I'll eat it. It's also good to eat food if I'm the fucker eating it, for sure. They might think I'm broke, man. I don't know. You actually bring open snacks? One second, I can't answer that question right now. Oh. Yeah. So like, I think it was like two Sundays ago. My kid wanted some goldfish in the morning, so I opened up a new bag of goldfish. And then when it came time to go to the picnic, I was like, I'll just bring these goldfish. These are just, they only got open like a couple hours ago. But maybe that sends the wrong message. I don't know. I'm a real dude, man. Like, I'll put on airs, but I try not to most of the time. How big was the bag? You know, like not the Costco, like, silver bag, but the bespoke, like, semi-milk carton-looking one from the grocery store. This could be tough. Bye. Bad picnic etiquette? I don't know. Bob seemed okay. And also, we also brought a bag of chips. I mean, I brought sparkling water too, but I brought a bag of chips. And the chips were open by the time anyone else got there. But in my defense, they told me to eat at the park, or meet at the park at like 3. And then we're there at 3. Nobody else shows up till 3:15. I'm not sitting around. The chips open at 3, man. Especially because I'm bored, because I got to sit around and wait for everybody to show up. I got to do something. I'm going to eat some chips. You still have that bottle of wine your neighbors gave you? Yes. The wine cellar is currently stocked with 2 bottles of wine. The next time, I've been meaning to do this for like 2 months, but the next time I see my neighbor, who I know drinks wine, I'm going to go, hey, you drink wine? And then he's going to go, yes. And then I'm going to go, wait right there. And I'm going to go, ta, 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 ta. And I'm going to go grab those 2 bottles, and I'm going to go, here, take these. People come over to our house, and they bring us bottles of wine, but we don't drink. That one's for you. Just watch this. Watch this. Oh, these 2 are this. Those 2 are the same direction, man. Those 2 are going in the same direction. How would you hold the bottles? Both by the neck, for sure. Ah. Yeah, both by the neck, I think. I don't have the kind of hands where I could be grabbing it like Lego piece style. Like that. You gotta cradle them like a baby? No, I don't. I'm giving them a bottle of wine, not selling them a bottle of wine. Hold. Wait. Swag. Again, I'm overthinking it, but one of the reasons I've been kind of dragging my heels about giving my neighbor these bottles of wine, and I'm being genuine, this is what I think about. In my head, I'm like, oh, what if he's a recovering alcoholic and this causes him to relapse? Nah, maybe I better just throw him in the trash instead. Oh, shit. All the way, huh? At least we didn't go back to the sewers. But what the hell am I gonna do instead? I'm gonna be like, hey! Are you a recovering alcoholic by any chance? Like, I'm not gonna open like that. I guess I just gotta trust that, you know, as a fully grown adult, he can make his own decisions. It's true, I could go to every Alcoholics Anonymous meeting within a 10-kilometer radius of my house and then see if he shows up. You know, you can't just go to one meeting, though. You got to go to, like, at least 2 for each place, because it's possible he might have been out of town or something. And what if he's an active alcoholic? Well, I'm about to be his favorite person then, and I think that's totally fine, man. He was going to drink anyway. At least this way he's saving a couple bucks. I'm not passing any moral judgment on him. I just don't want him to be like, hey, just so you know, I relapsed because of you. But the odds of that are pretty low. I'm going to over-rehearse this shit in my head, and it's going to come out so horrible when I talk to him. Hey, I've got some wine I'd love to give to you if you're not a recovering alcoholic or whatever. Like, it's gonna come out like that. Hey, I got some extra wine. I'll give it to you if you're not a recovering alcoholic. It's gonna come out fucking weird, man. Hold. Make him prove it. How am I gonna make him prove that he's not a recovering alcoholic, man? I gotta be like, drink this beer. Drink this right now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway. He's probably chill. It would be so funny if they're like, because the odds of that being the case are so low. But what if actually he doesn't drink and he's like, I've always been meaning to try. I've never had any, but I've always been interested. And then this ruins his fucking life. Nah, man, I should just pour it down the drain. It's too risky. Use it to cook, please? Bro, I think one of these bottles is pretty expensive. It'd be a waste to cook with it. I think I'd better pour it down the drain. Hold. I'm 35. I've never had alcohol in my whole life, and I live in Fairview. Please don't ruin my life. Can I say something, by the way? Like 3 or 4 years ago, r/Vancouver did like a neighborhood survivor game that they probably stole from r/Toronto, if I had to guess. It was like every Vancouver neighborhood was a contestant on Survivor, and every day they would vote one out to find out what the best neighborhood in Vancouver is. And Fairview got voted out. I don't think it was early, because let's be honest, they got to get through like Killarney and Joyce Collingwood and stuff like that, and like all the places where like nothing's going on at all. But Fairview, I always felt like it got eliminated unfairly quickly. They were saying there's nothing going on in Fairview. Okay, listen, it's no downtown, it's no Mount Pleasant, it's no West End, it's no Kitsilano, but you got Broadway, you got from like Granville, from, well, now maybe I'm lumping you in with Kitsilano there. There's stuff going on in Fairview. Isn't that like Broadway between like Maine and Canby or something? That's not bad, man. There's lots of good stuff on Broadway there. Lots of good restaurants. Wait, was this? I forgot where I'm going. This is the way. Fairview got a bad rap, man. They got Granville Island. There you go. They got parts of the seawall. A lot of dentists. Well, that's just true like all over now. The whole city is just vape shops and dentists now. I was laughing when I was driving out to Burnaby, and I drove past a store twice that was called The Vape Father, and it had fucking Marlon Brando from The Godfather as Vito Corleone holding a vape, but it was a neon sign. I was like, vape shop aesthetic is so... I would love a coffee table book on like worst vape shop aesthetics, man. It would be such a funny book. It's by the Crystal Mall. You're absolutely right. Yep. The Vape Father. Pissed me off too, because as I was driving out there, I drove by my favorite named vapery, Budzilla Lounge. But they changed the name. I guess maybe they got enough feedback. They changed the name from Budzilla Lounge to something that's way more like, I don't know, just, you wouldn't know that it was a vapery until you walked up. Hold. Thoughts on the Kingsgate Mall? It's kind of a great liminal space, but it is a horrible mall. The flagship tenant of the mall is a Save On Foods, and then isn't the second flagship tenant at this point like a Shoppers Drug Mart or maybe like a Pharma Plus or something? Not even a Shoppers Drug Mart. Kingsgate Mall kind of an interesting spot. But there's an awesome, there's a BC liquor store too. That makes sense. One of the best bakery / chocolaterias in the city is like 1 block away from there. Real knowers know. Hold. I parked there to go to the climbing gym. Don't tell them. I'm sure they're like, it's illegal to park here. But like, if they don't catch you, it's not illegal. There's like a boxing fitness place near there too. I'm trying to think. There's the bizarrely always empty grocery store, the Nestor's Market. There's Thierry. Thierry is really good. Papa's Vaporia, of course. Hold. AJ's Brooklyn Pizza. I had the misfortune of parking in front of the Olympic Village movie theater and getting towed. 3 adults couldn't figure out the sign. Yeah, well, it depends. Listen, okay, I've been towed in Vancouver. It sucks ass, because then you got to walk out to that fuck-ass, like, Terminal Avenue impound lot. And you'd think you just go like, hey, my car got towed, and then you pay them some money, and they give you the car. But actually, you have to wait like 3 hours for your number to get called, which doesn't even make any fucking sense. But regardless, it happens to lots of people. I'm not going to say everybody, but it happens to lots of people. But what Olympic Village movie theater are you talking about? Are you talking about the Tinseltown Mall Theater in Chinatown? In which case, they probably saved your car by towing it away instead of leaving it unsupervised for like 2.5 hours. It means the park on Canby. Oh, you were trying to see The Brutalist in like 35mm or something like that. I didn't know you were a real movie head. Damn. I didn't know you were like a real one. Like, that's a great place too. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a Jamaican beef patty from Newtown Bakery right now. Oh, 2 Jamaican beef patties from Newtown Bakery on like Canby and 12th would fucking save me right now. Oh, that would go. From the cash-only Chinese bakery making Jamaican beef patties, that would go insane. And they microwave them with the saran wrap still on. Fuck, that would save me right now. Oh! I would kill for a steamy from La Belle Patate. I love the, but no wonder YouTube hates this shit. I love the part of the stream where we make no progress and we just talk about shit you'd only know if you lived in Vancouver. Not even visited, because if you visited, you're not going out to Canby and 12th to go to Newtown Bakery to buy like a Jamaican beef patty that's probably, if we're being honest, like a 6.5 out of 10. But if you're in the neighborhood, it fucking hits the spot, bro. I've never been to La Belle Patate though. I don't think I've ever had bespoke poutine in Vancouver, except like literally from Costco, which is not horrible, but I wouldn't really count it. Ooh. I've never been to DD Mao, but I did get to dine in at On and Chi last weekend, and it was real good. I don't know if it's as good as Sing Sing, but On and Chi, I can see why it was so busy, man. I can see why it was so busy. Hold. Costco poutine, 1,950 calories. Yes, but that's also fool's gold, because no human being, except outside of Joey Chestnut, is finishing that. And we're not doing an ab audit. No human being will eat the Costco poutine in one sitting at least. It's way too much. Even as a certified eater, by the time you get like a third of the way into the poutine, you're like, I don't want this anymore, man. Think Peaceful's overglazed or underglazed? You know, it's like Lin-Manuel Miranda said, for every action, there's an equal opposite reaction. I think Peaceful, when I moved here, it was overglazed because it had just been on diners, drive-ins, and dives. And then they had a couple health code violations. And then people were like, I'm not fucking with Peaceful anymore. And I feel like now is underbought, man. I would love to get some Peaceful beef rolls maybe like some beef with garlic stems or something like that. It's not the best Chinese food in the city, but I have a huge blind spot on Chinese because my wife got really bad food poisoning from mall court Chinese food once, and now we don't eat it anymore. Except one time last year, we ate very authentic Chinese food on Chinese New Year, and I was like, this is not good. I was like, this is really bad. I don't mean to be, I don't mean to be rude, but I was like, we were at a table with, I mean, we were at the non-Chinese table. I'll just say it, okay? And we know where we live, okay? So nobody wanted to say, hey, this shit is not tasty. So the food would come out and they'd put it on the Lazy Susan, and then everyone would grab like 1 or 2 pieces, and then they would bite in and do the perfunctory like, oh wow, this is like really good. And then we would try to pawn off the rest. You want some more? Do you want some more of this? You want some more of that? You should really have some. No. I'm getting pretty full. Like we ate before we came, but you should have more of it. And it got to the point like when we left, the staff was like, do you want to pack it up? Because there was a fuck ton of food. And we were like, no, I think we're good. Like, I don't know what we would do with it. Like, we don't know what to do with it at home. And they were like, this is too much food. We'll pack it up for you. So then they packed it up for us, and we were trying to, like, pawn it off on each other. We were like, oh, well, you have 2 kids. We only have 1 kid. Like, you should take the food. And we're like, no, I think we got dinner plans tomorrow. So we were all lied to each other and said like, wow, this is amazing. And then like 6 months later, the truth came out. We went to like a dinner at their house with one of the houses of the people that we were sitting with, and they were like, yeah, the food wasn't very good. And I was like, thank you. Why couldn't we say that 6 months ago when we were all having to put on airs and pretend that this was like, oh, this is like the best food. Wow, this is incredible. Why didn't you say it? I can't be the white guy eating the authentic Chinese food and going, this shit is garbage. I gotta wait for somebody else to do it first and then say something like slightly less aggressive. I gotta go like, it's not my favorite. There's some interesting flavors, but it's not my favorite. I gotta be like, ooh, I wouldn't say that, but yeah, I mean, would I eat it every day? No. I gotta wait for somebody else to fall on the sword, man. Was it bad or not to your palate? Apparently it was bad. Talked to some restaurant knowers, and they were like, yeah, that's not the place that I would go, which is Canadian politeness for it's the worst restaurant in the city. Hold. 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 Dude, it wasn't Panda Express. I wish it was Panda Express. I would have loved to have some, like, deep fried, oh, Jesus. Some deep fried chicken coated in some sauce that came, like, straight out of a bottle and had, like, 10 grams of sugar per serving or something like that. I would have killed for that, man. We going late? Nah. Nah. We're going to 2. 2-ish. I gotta eat. I'm not going back to the sewer. It's not gonna happen, man. Is that my stomach or yours? Listen, could have been mine. I can't eat enough to not be hungry by the time my stream's over. I would have to take a lunch break, but taking a lunch break in a 5-hour stream is fucked up. I know you're gonna say like, you're human, you have to eat. Yeah, but I can just be hungry for like an hour and then eat after. It's fucked up to take a 30-minute lunch break in a 5-hour stream. I'm sorry. If you have to do it, you have to do it. I don't really care, but like I can't do it myself. Cause I I mean, I'm trying to think of what I ate for breakfast. I ate a big-ass bowl of yogurt, granola, raspberries. I had a single Baby Bell cheese. I had a Costco protein bar. That must have been like a 1,400 calorie breakfast or something like that, man. And I'm still fucking hungry. No shot? I don't know how many calories are in a serving of granola. The reason I don't know is because I don't get out a measuring cup. I just tip the bag upside down on top of the granola. And I fill it the fuck up, man. I fill it up. I know it's, I mean, it can't be not calorically dense. It's nuts, oats, and chocolate chips. Yeah, I get the chocolate chip granola. When the pussy tight. Yes. Head from a guy with framed AI art. Chibli, are you here? Has anyone checked on Chibli? He was sick on Monday's stream. He didn't. Oh, he always takes Tuesday off. He's literally live right now. Okay, don't check on Chibli yet. You can check on Chibli in a few minutes. What are you? There's nothing for you to grab there. There's nothing for you to grab there, man. Buy 5 8-nugget boxes during the week. Keep them in the fridge. It's called meal prep, sweetie. Low key though, my parents are moving to Vancouver this month, and I'm so excited because I'm gonna put my mom to work, man. I'm gonna put her to work. And I think she's gonna like it, to be fair. I think she's gonna like it, because it's like maybe the dream mom job. I'm gonna pitch my mom. I'm gonna say, hey, would you be interested in some kind of arrangement where you cook me lunches again, like I'm 10 years old? Like maybe you meal prep like 7 soups for me, like a big pot of chili or something like that. And once a week I come over and I take them, and then I eat 1 bowl a day. And maybe if some money changes hands, who's to say? Because I think what she's gonna say is, I'll do it for free. And I'm gonna say, like, no, you should let me pay you, because then we can make it a line item that's like corporate catering, and we can write that bitch off on top of that. And I think literally there's nothing, it's not even gray market. I think that shit is just legal as fuck. Get him? I think it's legal, man. I know half of you guys, well, I mean, like a third of you guys are going out to like business dinners where you're having like 7 martinis and the taxpayer's footing the bill. And that's only those of you who work for the government. Nah, I mean, like, I've been to those business dinners, man. It doesn't make sense that stuff's getting written off. That's tax fraud? No, they just go, hey, so anyway, about the business, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, bang, bang, shrimp. Nom, 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 nom. Glug, 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 glug. Hey, make sure you take a picture of that receipt, okay? That's like half of the economy is based on that kind of handshake deal, man. I just got to make sure I eat the meal on stream. They're like, yum. Butternut squash soup. You guys ever eat butternut squash soup? Anyway, back to the game. Could be fun, man. Could be fun. Hold. Hold. They really took two goated foods, butter and nut, and made a food that's even better. I'll be real with you, that's really funny. I hate butternut squash. For some reason, I like sweet potato. I've never been able to fuck with squash for some reason. I eat it because you can't avoid it these days. But... Hold. It's not really texture, it's just, I don't know. Like a potato tastes like a potato. So, that's, when I eat it, I'm like, that's what it's supposed to taste like. And a sweet potato tastes like a potato that's sweet. So I'm like, it does what it says on the tin. But then like, a squash, I'm like, I kind of eat it and I'm like, make up your mind, bro. Are you a potato? Are you a sweet potato? Are you a turnip? Like, figure it out, man. You like zucchini? Not as much as I like cucumber, to be honest with you. Which I know is not a majority take, but I'm a cucumber over zucchini guy, even acknowledging that the zucchini is way more versatile. Like cooked cucumber gets kind of like, it gets fucked up. Zucchini can stand the heat. Cucumber can't stand the heat as much, but... Oh. But I do prefer it. I don't know, cucumber just is crisper. It's like, more refreshing. Dang, dude, you're so real. Cucumber kimchi is better than cabbage kimchi. Might be a stretch, but it's so good. And then the fucking... When you go to the gyukaku and you get the shio cucumber, the shio cabbage... It might be the only food where, like, if you tell me you can make it at home, I won't tell you to fuck off. Obviously, you can make it at home. It's just food plus heat. But, like, I'll make the shio cabbage and the shio cucumber at home because it's just sesame oil, which we already have, salt, and cucumber. Hold. Why are cucumber and zucchini getting compared? Quick question. Have you ever seen cucumber and zucchini in the same room together? They're functionally identical. But it's kind of like a Keira Knightley, Natalie Portman situation. Even though they look very similar, one of them's getting more starring roles than the other one. Let's put it that way. One of them's getting Best Actress accolades for Black Swan, and the other one's in the War on the Nutcracker, the Nutcracker Returns or whatever. Hold. Keira Knightley clears... Oh, hold. Clears Natalie Portman? What are you talking about? Like in terms of... In filmographical sense? I'm not knocking Keira Knightley, by the way. I like cucumber and zucchini. I just prefer... the one that was in Black Swan. Versus the one that was in Pirates of the Caribbean 7. I guess Natalie Portman's been in some Drek as well, now that I think about it. Whatever happened to FHM magazine, man? You know what blows my mind every time I'm in the stationery section of the grocery store? Which I am in a lot, by the way, because of the fact that every time we go to the grocery store or the pharmacy, my daughter wants to read greeting cards for like 8-10 minutes. But there's still a fuckload of magazines out there, man. Did you guys know Kai Cenat is presently on the cover of Time magazine? I'm not messing with you in the slightest. I went to the magazine section of the grocery store. I was like, damn, that's Kai Cenat. And then I went to my daughter. I was like, did you know Daddy and him are on the same website? And she was reading me some shit about, like, they say when you're 40, you're over the hill. What they don't realize is skiing's more fun when you're on the backside of the mountain. And it's like a picture of an old dude's huge ass or something like that. Happy 53rd birthday. She did not give a fuck, man. She didn't care. Huge. Hold. I did check the time. I did check the time really quick. I'm kind of feeling like magazines might be the play, though, man. Like, I'm basically buying magazine-like books already. It's like some shit that, like, every time I'm at the bookstore, I'm like, what kind of shit would someone like to read if they were waiting in my house? Like, if someone came over 3 minutes before they said they were going to be there, and I had to say, like, just take a seat, I'll be right with you. Just some shit you might pick up off the coffee table and be like, I'm going to peruse this for a minute. Yikes. How often does that happen? Literally never. Never. But I am kind of enjoying having, like, written words on my table, man. Even if I don't get to read them as much as I want. Hold. Hold. Don't touch the cactus. Oh! One magazine that is surprising to me, though, that I'm surprised, like, it still exists. Who's buying the Halloween-themed cooking magazine from the grocery store? They never say it's like a special edition of the magazine either. They always act like it's always in the grocery store, and I'm like, I didn't see your ass in August, bro. I didn't see Halloween magazine August issue. You're trying to trick me into thinking you've always been there. But you were Canada Day magazine in June, and you're about to be Thanksgiving magazine too. I know I've said it 1,000 times. I'm so fucking ready for fall, man. We're in that awkward phase right now where I wear a sweater when I drop my kid off at school, but like in the afternoon I have to change into like a t-shirt and shorts. I'm so fucking ready for fall, dude. Knock knock, get colder, sun, go down faster. Pissing me off, man. I know in the winter I'm gonna be like, this shit's a damn scam, but how long does fall last? For us, it's not too bad. I'd say like maybe from like the 3rd week of September until like the 3rd week of December or something like that. How about you guys? Same. That's what it's all about. I know you got a cardigan ready to go. I'm so stoked. I got a heavy plaid this weekend, and I'm soft launching my heavy plaid by mentioning it now. When you see it in like a couple of weeks, be like, that's the one. I knew it. I knew he got a heavy plaid. Can we see it? You can see it when it gets a little colder. Cable knit sweater? I got a couple, but they're not Chris Evans worthy. I could up my sweater game a little bit. This looks bad. Yep. Where'd you get it from? Dan, is that you? Oh. I do need a Super Creek sweater. That's so real. Super Creek cable knit sweater, bordered by a tight-ass drawstring swag bag from Salesforce. I was gonna say those dogs would be barking, which is fucking a gross sentence. But then I in the 3 seconds between when I thought of it and when I uttered it, I said it's too funny not to say. I ran the calculus and said, I can get away with saying this. Oh. Fuck you. You know what else is funny? And you're gonna be mad at me? Those videos of people ripping up Magic the Gathering cards. That's funny. Those videos are funny, I'm sorry. Or the videos of people that would go to like the midnight launch for the PS4 and then just take it outside and smash it while people were still in the line. I'm sorry. It's really funny. The reason it's funny is because you're not supposed to do it. That's why it's funny. I wish I had a better reason that wasn't so juvenile, but this is really funny. Old. That shit used to piss me off. I didn't play Magic that long, but people were losing their fucking minds over Flip It and Rip It. Like, if they didn't play Flip It and Rip It, you would have fucking, like, taken the Jace the Mind Sculptor and given it to, like, a little free library or something like that. Hold. 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 Remember when people did Snape dies drive-bys on Harry Potter book launches? Most embarrassing story of my life, for sure, is when just after the release of that book, me, Mouth, and another friend of ours went to Staples and bought iron-on kits. And I forget, probably Walmart, we bought black t-shirts, and we ironed on Snape on one of them, Kills on another one, and Dumbledore on the third one, and then we would walk side by side down the halls. It's so embarrassing, man. It's so bad. But it's really funny, too. I mean, you know, I wasn't always 36, man. I was 17 for a time. Which one were you? I was Dumbledore, man. Which is the second best one to be. The best one to be was Kills. Our coolest friend took Kills. Because then that's a shirt you could also just wear. People might just be like, whoa, what's up with this? Snape is a more embarrassing shirt to have than Dumbledore, I think. Because, like, even if you don't read the books, Dumbledore is just a cool-ass word. Snape is sort of like, what's this? Worst kind of people? Nope. No, not even making the top 1,000, I'd have to guess. Not even close. How's Dumbledore cool? It starts with dumb. Cool name, no? Dumbledore. Plus, even if you haven't read the books, you know Dumbledore. Old-ass wizard. Snape? What's up with that guy? Why is he so... He's kind of like the Fletcher of the Harry Potter universe. Am I rushing or am I dragging type shit? Like, get a life, bro. Sorry you didn't make it into, like, you know, I don't know, professional wizard soccer or whatever. Just chill out. He is... I've never seen the movies, but I have to imagine he was always going... Mr. Potter. Mr. Potter. I should have known you were behind this, Mr. Potter. I imagine he was saying some shit like that, like non-stop. This had your stink all over it, Mr. Potter. I should have known. Some shit like that. Harry Potter. Wow, wow, wow. Harry Potter. Harry freaking Potter. Who thought I'd be seeing you again so quick? You made it through platform 9 3/4, huh, Harry? Wow. Everybody gets lucky now and then. Some shit like that. Your English accent is so bad. This is what they sound like. You're literally making fun of them, and that's not okay. You should pot a piss. You taking potions with Miss Bellatrix Lestrange. You should pot a piss. I got me fucking A levels. I got me fucking A levels. I got my GSEs. They're fucking mint or whatever. They're not doing exams. They're always doing A levels or something. Oh, it's fucking. Oh, I've got my GCSEs this week. Nobody knows what that is, man. Knock, knock. Is anyone home? Nobody knows what that is. That doesn't make any sense. Out here, we go to university at 16. University is a little bit different. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're saying. That's so true. They always be saying some stuff expecting us to understand it. I'm in 8th form. Okay, what the fuck, man? I've seen The Shape of Water. You don't hear me talking about it. What the hell is 8th form? Are you Frieza? British Frieza would be like, dude, there's something to this one. There's something to this one. Yeah. British Frieza would be like, I'm in 4th form. Something like that. There's something to this. Oh, fuck. All right, well, you know what? At least we're not in the sewer. At least we're not in the sewer. All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday.